for Combo Breaker and competing. I kind of wish, though, I went to CEO, which is this weekend. That's in Florida, and that's where like they're doing like the exhibition matches with like New Japan stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I could have met Kenny Omega. I'm like, maybe next, because that's the event from last year that had the Tekken Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want to go to Florida in hurricane season, so maybe I'll go next year.
Is
Just
now
to go say I went
hurricane
to
season? I guess it's the summer. Yeah.
yeah. So like, I didn't want to be caught, you know, in case it did happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'd do.
I would be so scared. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd just run indoors, I guess.
Yeah, maybe I'll go next year, and just to say I went to a fucking beach in Florida. Yeah, it's in Daytona Beach.
Oh, Daytona.
Yeah.
Daytona.
Only 90s kids will understand that reference. Only 90s kids. Daytona Racing. God.
Is it Come Sail Away or Come Fly Away?
I think it's Come Fly Away. I haven't heard the song in a long time.
Come Get Away? I don't know. Those are just like those phrases are in multiple other songs that were hits back in the day.
Yeah. I just remember Daytona. That's all I remember.
Daytona.
And then getting mad because I get crashed in the car.
Oh, this is audio. Why am I doing audio? Discard.
I think that was a Saturn game, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a Saturn game.
Yeah,
Arcade
so.
slash Saturn.
Yeah.
I miss my fuck, man, dude. I really wish dude. I fucking had Panzer Dragoon complete in box. Like, fuck, I could have sold that shit for a lot of money.
Could have sold that for $1,000.
Yeah, like I had a dude. There's one console I wish I would have kept. Well, I wish my mom didn't destroy my dad's copy of Earthbound. That could have fetched me a couple, that could have paid for a vacation. For me,
a few $100.
Yeah. And I remember we had Shenmue 2. Not 2, just 1. Shenmue 1. Didn't. Yeah. All those consoles I used to have.
Alright. I had Earthbound, but I played the hell out of that game. So like the book is like the guy that came with it is the cover's gone. There's pages ripped out because it's just so old, and I used it all the time.
Yeah.
All right, I'm streaming and my audio is recorded.
I've been recording, so.
All right. Hello everyone, welcome to the Charge Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around and talk about the news and not the news in gaming. Fuck. God damn it, start over. Hello everyone, welcome to the Charge Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around and talk about the games they've been playing and the shit going on in their lives. Today, I am joined by special guest referee Ben.
Thanos was right, you assholes.
That's a stance.
See, I didn't know how you were gonna react to, like, I do that to Justin all the time, and he gets mad. So I was wondering how you were gonna react with me just doing something just completely out of nowhere. I love doing it.
That's a hot take.
Yes, it is.
Do you think President Trump would say that Thanos is right as well? Putting you in a corner.
I don't even know. You know what? No, because Thanos would get in what Trump wants to do. Like, Trump would be against it because he's just killing everybody. Versus, I don't know actually.
You don't have to answer that.
No, because I would honestly hope that when Thanos. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything specifically in case anybody. Oh, I mean, fuck it. I just want to be careful. I don't want to spoil Infinity War in case you haven't seen it, because I really don't think I'm going to. So, but when Thanos does his thing,
whatever. Everyone knows that there's gonna be people dying in that movie.
Yeah, when Thanos does his thing, I just hope the president fucking goes along with it. Like, he's just like, it's like he's signing some documents, and all of a sudden the thing happens. It's like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. But we're like hashtag.
So less controversial. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Well, the typical stuff, work, but You know, watched some good wrestling this past weekend. Of it was 2 weekends ago with Money in the Bank and NXT Takeover
That
Chicago.
feels like a lifetime ago.
If it does, right? I was like, was that a week ago? Holy shit! Um, and I actually I have a new video coming out. It'll come out tomorrow at the time. At the time of this recording, it'll be out on the 28th of June. So it'll be already out by the time this goes out to public. But I've decided, well, you know, I'm not on. It was before I started, you know, I was going to be on here more regularly. But I wanted to talk about a video game I've been playing, and that was Celeste. And I bought it when I right for Chicago, which, by the way, it was a very fun vacation. It was fucking worth every penny. Everything I did was awesome, and I bought it for the plane ride because, like, at that point, I was like, well, I was playing Breath of the Wild on Master Mode, and halfway through it, like, I only had 2 more Divine Beasts to go through. I'm sure I'm gonna beat it at some point, and I was like, I need a game to play on the plane ride and like in my downtime, because I knew I was gonna take my Switch like in public because like I didn't want to get it stolen or anything. So I bought 2 games. I bought Bloodstained Circle of Moon, which I'll talk about. And I bought Celeste, which is the one I played the most of, and oh my god, it's easily my game of the year so far. Like, hands down. And I'm gonna tease because you want to know why. Just go fucking watch that video, and you'll know exactly why. Because I can do that.
Nice. You were speaking of wrestling before. I just spent today watching that UK tournament. There's some good wrestling that's not happening on Raw and SmackDown, which is funny to say.
There's too much wrestling going on right now.
There's so much. There's like, so we got Raw and SmackDown. That's like 5 hours, and then you have NXT another hour, 205 Live another hour, and then they're adding in the NXT
The UK division.
The UK division, which is just gonna be a few episodes, but still it's more. And then you have New Japan, which I like to watch every time they have a big pay-per-view happening.
See, I stay away from that because it's like, okay, this is too much.
Which is
It's difficult.
Which is like 6 hours onto itself.
Yeah, I just watch the GIFs on Twitter whenever they appear. Like, okay, I have an idea what's going on. Awesome.
You should really watch that stuff, though. It's good.
I hear it's really good. Like, I really want to watch Wrestle Kingdom, the most recent Wrestle Kingdom, for the Jericho Mega match and the Okada matches.
You should just watch the match by match instead of the whole event. Honestly,
I think that'd be, because isn't it like 7 hours long or something like that?
Yeah, I think a couple of years ago it was like 12 hours.
Jesus Christ! And WrestleMania made me tired after 5. Ugh.
Yeah, there's a lot you could skip in New Japan. Not all of them are, amazing 5-star matches, but the big stuff is big. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
But yeah, this is not the wrestling show.
No. We're not doing one of those till SummerSlam.
Yeah, which is what, August?
Yeah, it'll be here before we know it, dude.
It'll be here in a snap.
Yep. Oh god. Oh, god. I see what you did there, buddy. I saw what you did there. But you want to know what's something I've been obsessed with, and you guys are probably tired of me talking in the Discord about?
Fortnite?
Not for well, okay. Well, I've had 2 obsessions recently. Then I guess. The first is Fortnite. I look. I know this game has been free for like the longest fucking time. What has it been, a year? It's been out.
It's not been free for a year, but it's been free since like January or something.
Okay, so it was not always a free game. Okay. I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, it was in beta for a long time last year. And Lo, who is currently not with us anymore, he's not part of this earthreal world.
He's on Earth 7.
He used to play it all the time before the Battle Royale stuff was in there.
Okay, so yeah, and now, like, ever since, like, because like we'd always talk about y'all would always talk about PUBG, and like I always make fun of it because I always thought it looked bad and it looked fun. And I remember seeing Fortnite before I played it because like, well, this looks actually more aesthetically pleasing. Because if you know anything about me, is that I don't care how powerful your graphics are or how realistic your graphics are. If your aesthetic looks weak, I'm not gonna play your game. I need to have some kind of art direction, and Fortnite just appealed to me because it had that cartoony look to it and the colors and the building mechanic. and it came to Switch during E3 on the Nintendo conference. Like, they did one of those things where, and it's available now, kind of thing. So I downloaded it when I got home. I figured, well, let me try it. You know, it's the biggest game in the world right now. Like, feels like everybody's playing Fortnite either on some kind of device. And I tried it, and I can definitely see why it's popular. I'm not one of those people who will play it for like a whole day, because after 3 matches I'm like, okay, I'm out. I need to play something else. But I will get like into a role of, okay, one more.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is because it's very simple. You know, it's nothing too complicated. The building mechanics a little funky, but now that I've, you know, having an opportunity to play around with it more and, you know, start to use it to get to higher places or build barriers and, you know, basically copying what other players do, like it's become more and more of a game. But I never feel salty when I lose, because I know I'm not the only one who's gonna lose. Like, there's only gonna be one winner. So like, I always feel like, good game, let's do it again. I'm consistently getting, you know, top 15, top 20 finishes, which is like, I think that's really good for my opinion. Like sometimes I'll get like 99th because I'll like try to go into a populated area and see if I can get a gun real quick and run out, but usually I get sniped. But most of the time I like try to go to the outskirts and like try to get stuff, whatever's out there, and then just basically hide like a little girl and just pick off targets as if I see them. And then until wait till the arena shrinks really down. And I've actually won a Fortnite match within like the first week, which is like, holy shit, I won! Nice. I didn't think this was gonna happen this soon. But I can definitely see why like a lot of people can't put it down and why it's a lot of fun. Me, I'm just like, okay, I'll play for a couple hours and I'll play it again the next day.
Yeah. But
it's not like super addictive. But it's really when I'm into it. Like, I can't think of anything else to do. It's really fun.
Yeah, man. Battle Royale games are a lot of fun to play. Like, you talking about Fortnite just made me, like, PUBG has their event going on right now for a couple months. So I decided to go check that out. And, it's a paid event. I think it's like $12 or something like that. But it adds in, I don't know if Fortnite has this, because I haven't checked out Fortnite in a while. But they have daily quests, and they also have quests for each week, and then they also have quests for like the specific map, the new map that got released, Sandhook. And then they have normal quests. So like, does Fortnite have stuff like that where it's like goals to reach?
The Battle Pass thing or something, right?
Yeah, Battle Pass. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the weird thing is that like, because Fortnite's free, so. But I have yet to feel the urge to buy anything, like whether it's a cosmetic or a mode or like I've gotten stuff by playing the game naturally. Like I got a different pickaxe, I got a different umbrella or parachute rather, and it's like I'm pretty sure at some point I'm gonna want to put money into it just because like I'm having too much fun. It only feels right to give it some money. Yeah. Sure. But then again, I look at how much money it actually is raking in. I'm like, nah, you don't need my money. You're good. You're good.
I heard that, like, I don't remember when, but I think Fortnite, as soon as they went on mobile, they earned more money on mobile than they ever earned on console within the first, like, I think the first couple days.
That seems right.
It's considering ridiculous.
But that seems right to me, just because of how the mobile player seems to be willing to spend cash, even if it doesn't affect gameplay wise. It's just all aesthetics.
Also, I think there's just a lot more people playing on mobile phones than consoles.
Definitely. Yeah. Almost definitely. Just because pretty much everybody has some kind of smartphone that can run that game. Yeah. Versus there are a lot of consoles sold and a lot of Switches sold, but that doesn't, you know, everybody's got a phone.
Everybody's got a phone, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this isn't 1995 anymore.
Yeah.
1995 was 23 years ago. No, 27 years ago. Oh shit.
I'm not gonna do math on the air.
No.
I'm not falling for that trap.
My bad. But yeah, Fortnite's really fun. Like I'll probably play some before I go to sleep. Like it'll be my going to sleep game. Like I'll just do a match and I'll play a match.
Yeah.
Whether I lose early, I'm down like to the final 10. I'll play. The best part is when I kill somebody and they have a fucking minigun. And I'm like, yeah, this is mine now. I'm gonna do this. And then I die because some sniper got me.
Yeah, we should get together, play some Fortnite together.
I've been waiting for y'all, man. I'm just saying. I've been waiting for y'all to come and play with me.
We need to organize a play date.
Yes, we should. We should.
So yeah, what's your other obsession?
Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
Oh, waifu battles.
Yeah. Well, I play mostly the girls, so I don't play any of the dudes. There's none of the. I mean, there's one. There's most of it's mostly female, so it's whatever.
This is your brand. You have to own it.
Here's the thing. This is like my first official anime game though, because I don't really play these because of like how weird they are. Well, no, Guilty Gear is my first anime game. But I stopped playing because nobody plays it on PC. Like it's a very niche game. It's even more niche on PC. But this is a crossover game featuring BlazBlue characters, Persona characters, this other franchise which is probably the most niche, which is called Uniel or Under Night in Birth. And then there's the big one, which was revealed at EVO last year, which was the Ruby, the Rooster Teeth franchise. The red, white, black, yellow. They were sort of like the big surprise, and there's been a lot of issues with it. Like when it was coming out, that it was going to launch with 20 characters, which for a versus game that isn't a lot.
Yeah. And
then they announced DLC plans, and it was going to add up to basically 40 characters, but half the roster's DLC. It was weird, but the first couple packs were free. There's like the season pass itself is only $20, which I need to put money down so I can just get the characters. And I was worried because I was wondering how complex is this game going to be, and like how crazy it's going to be. And actually, in terms of like a introductory fighter, this is possibly the most beginner friendly I've ever seen. So everybody has sort of like they don't call them auto combos in this game, they call them smart combos. So basically if you start pressing A and B, A over and over again, you're gonna get a combo. If you start pressing B over and over again, you're gonna get a combo. In fact, certain characters, that's all you literally do, and then you might do a jump cancel and you get a cool sick combo that looks awesome. So at a low level, like say you and like you and Justin Thomas, because let's be real, if we all played, I probably wouldn't hold back and just let loose and get perfects every time.
I have played a game with auto combos, and it was King of Fighters 15. That's when I first realized there was auto combos in there. So like it's very friendly, and it's a warm welcome to fighting games for me.
And the cool thing about BB Tag is that while it's very simple, it's like it's easy to pick up, difficult to master. So once you start learning the basic mechanics, then you have all these different meters to manage. Your tag meter, your super meter, your like these you have so many options on defense. There's a lot of systems in it. But if you just like say you and your friends like, hey, I just want to play BB Tag, we don't know how to play the game, you can just start having fun right away. Which I think is like the biggest deterrent from people who don't play a lot of fighting games, because like people want to do cool flashy stuff, right? With fighting games, and it's not always that easy depending on the game. Here you can. But I'll play this. I can play this game till the cows come home. Like I just love playing it. I have 2 teams for it. And I love interchanging them. I want to try more characters. I'm pretty sure if the game keeps this like sort of, if I keep playing this game, if I go to Combo Breaker or any kind of a FGC tournament next year, I'm gonna enter a tournament with this because I love it that much. Like I honestly expected this game to be, I'm gonna play this once, maybe a week, and then that's it. It was $40. It was $43. I got it on a discount. But man, it took over my obsession for Street Fighter V for the better part of this month.
Wow.
Like that, and I like Street Fighter 5. I've played other fighting games, but Street Fighter 5 was my dominant. Like I have over 300 hours logged into that. But like, all I wanted to do when I come home was like, let's play BB tag, let's play BB tag, you know. And I would just go into lobbies and just play various people and just either get my butt kicked and or win. It didn't matter. I didn't care if I don't care if I'm winning or losing in BB tag. I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. It can get crazy. Like that's the thing. Like it is beginner friendly, but good lord, when you find somebody who knows what they're doing, oh my god, it's nuts. And and this game is going to be one of the games at Evo, and I cannot wait to see what kind of insane bullshit that some of these players are going to have, because I've already seen some of it, like controlling 2 players at once, and you know, just doing invincible DPs all day. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait for this, to watch this at a big tournament like that.
Yeah, I think I've only encountered one other person playing the Switch in the wild, but I think that was the game they were playing.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Which is crazy, yeah. Yeah. I'm not a fighting game expert. I don't really have a lot to add on that.
I get you. I get you. It's.
I'm excited that the Persona characters are in there because I like a good Persona game. So
they're fun. One of my characters actually main is Chie. She's
everyone loves Chie. They say she's best girl.
She has such an annoying voice, though. Good lord.
Which voice is it? Is it the one from Golden or the original?
I don't know. I have no.
Is it high pitch or lower pitch?
It feels high pitched.
Okay.
If maybe I'll send you a link. Just like, you know who actually has the most annoying voice, and it's like the unanimous is who?
Some child.
Ruby, the main character from the like
it's an anime staple. You have to have an annoying voice.
No, see, here's the thing. Other characters, like either men or women, they scream, and it's like, oh, it's whatever. Her, it's like, oh my god, please, can I turn the volume down while you're screaming? It's like, I can't do it justice, because like it's just like, oh my god, can I please kill you so you don't scream anymore? Just stop it. But she's ridiculously top tier, so it's like you're gonna run into her. So it's like you're gonna have to deal with it. So it's like, fuck.
That's
please.
why she's top tier. The voice.
That's what I'm
throws
thinking.
You off.
It's psychological. That's why she's top tier. But she also has a lot of good options. She can zone. She can get in. I think I might pick her up just to like have her. But at the same time, I'm like, do I really want to listen to that screech? Do I really want to do that? And I don't think so.
I've seen a little bit of it played. Like you could choose from the music, and they have like all the different music from all the different crossovers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's a very fun video game.
Is that everything that you've been up to?
Well, I mean, there's that Castlevania, the Circle of Blood game that I played. The Bloodstained, the best $10 I probably spent within the past year.
Right.
And I'm glad you played it too. That was the other game. I'm like, because I don't know about you, Thomas, but I was never a Castlevania kid growing up. In fact, I didn't know it was a thing. Like it was because I never played it on SNES or on the Super Nintendo. The first time I heard of Castlevania was the Lords of Shadow game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the first time I heard of it.
Huh.
And then like learning that it had this long history, and then since then I've played like Symphony of the Night, Rondo of Blood, Super Castlevania 4. I have yet to touch the NES games because fuck that bullshit. I don't have patience for that nonsense. But then they announced that the main game that people are waiting for, which is I think Ritual the Night, that's supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a little bit more Metroidvania.
Yeah, that's the one I want to play.
Yeah.
But then I guess they had reached the Kickstarter goal, and then this got made. It's made by Inti Creates, the people who are literally the Japanese company developer who's behind pretty much every Retrobit game for the past like 10 years. And it's really fun. Like, it takes a lot of the elements of what makes classic Castlevania classic, but eliminates a lot of the bullshit. So, like, there's knockback and there's stuff like that. But there's good checkpoints. You get 4 playable characters. Like you get the samurai dude who's kind of angry. You get the main character from Ritual of the Night, Miriam. She plays like your Belmont. You get a alchemist who like does magic stuff, and then you get the not Alucard of the game. I don't remember their names. I don't remember the bad guys'
names.
But
yeah, it plays like a Castlevania 3 where you can switch between all the different characters and have their different abilities.
And each character has their own life bar.
Yeah.
So like and if you don't lose, and the best part is you don't lose a life until all 4 members are dead, which I think that's awesome. Like
yeah.
that's so awesome.
It's pretty cool. You can really fuck yourself over if you just like you get your main health characters like dead, and then all you have left is your wizard, and you're like, well, fuck, he can't jump, and he can take like 5 hits, and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. There is a challenge mode where you have like limited continues or limited lives, so you could, if you're up to the challenge and you don't want the easy checkpoints that they give you, you're like, this is too easy, you can just put on hard mode.
Yeah, there's like multiple endings. There's like, I don't want to spoil it because
I haven't finished it yet. I'm only in the castle right now. I don't know if there's anything else after that.
Well, there is. When you get to when you beat the castle, you'll see. But I'll go and say this because I had this told to me on a video, and I think you're not gonna know unless somebody tells you. So you know how when you recruit a member, like you can talk to them and they're part of your team.
Yeah.
You can either flat out just walk by them and you don't have to talk to them, or you can actually kill them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can actually kill them, and you'll get a new ability. So you could do like a solo run of them I think it's Gematsu or something like that. Yeah, like that's fucking and that's basically hard mode in a way, or pseudo hard mode.
It's like going through Shovel Knight and destroying all the checkpoints.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I thought it was kind of silly how like after every boss battle there was like a character. It's like, I'm joining your party now. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and he's always like a dick about it. It's like, you use demons, but I guess you'll help me in my conquest.
Yeah, it's really silly and just cheesy, but the gameplay of it is actually fun.
Gameplay, the music.
Yeah.
Like to me, like this is like a good. It's a good way to do a throwback, but take away a lot of the bullshit.
Like just make it your own.
Yeah, pretty much. Like and if say like there's a veteran mode where like me and Tom, like I said, I'm not necessarily a Castlevania player, but like I play a lot of games in that vein. But like it has the knockback, it has all that stuff in it. But if you wanted to have a more easier time, there's a casual mode, and like a lot of the times with like easy mode runs, especially with old Castlevania games, you'll get like a stupid ending or a joke ending because you beat it with the easy character. Like I think in Rondo of Blood, if you beat it with the girl you rescue who can like shoot doves, like it'll give you like this cartoony ending. But like if you wanted to, you know, like you could play it on casual mode and not deal with knockback, and the game will still challenge you in other aspects. It doesn't make it easier; it just takes away certain aspects. It basically gives you infinite lives and no knockback, and you know you can cruise your way through there, and you still get the same ending as if you were getting on veteran. So and I like that, like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I need to get back around to finishing it because I was really enjoying my time with that. I got to a part where like there was just different branching pathways, and I just got confused, and I was like, I'll just go to something else, like my own. Like I wasn't in the headspace for it, you know.
I get you. I like that it is open like that though. Like depending on which character you have, you can take multiple routes to getting through a stage.
Yeah, I do a thing in games all the time where I run down one path, and then I'm like, well, let's see what's over on that other way, and then I run all the way back to that other path, and then I go, I think this is the real path. Let me go back to the other one. Like I do that all the time in video games, and I just in this game, like you don't have to do that. You can just keep going down the one path. It leads to the same thing, I think. There might be secrets and stuff around, but I'm not interested. Like I was playing Doom. I just finished the first Doom game for the first time ever.
Oh.
And and I was doing that all the time on the stream. I was like just running around everywhere. I was like, it's probably not fun for people to watch. I should probably just try and finish this game. So yeah, finished the first Doom game. I talked about it last week, I think, with Justin, and I think it's still a great game. There's some levels that are just way too maze-like. That just like has you running around doing exactly what I was saying, like looking for key cards and all that. The better levels are the more open ones where you're just blasting dudes. Like that's like all that anyone ever liked about the first Doom game was just killing demons. Like it was just so satisfying hearing them just kill over and crumple into a bloody mess, which is kind of like graphic to think about, but it's very satisfying.
Yeah, I never played the original Doom.
Yeah, I still think they're good games, or at least the first one's really good. I'm gonna be doing the second one soon. But yeah, at the end of the Doom game, you learn that you're carrying around the dead bot. You're carrying around the severed head of your dead rabbit, Daisy.
Wow, that's morbid.
And the whole reason you're killing these demons is for revenge for Daisy. So you're just badass Doomslayer, like having revenge for your rabbit.
Well, speaking of classic stuff, one thing I kind of neglected over because it came out the same time as BB Tag was I got the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection for Switch.
How's that going?
So I'll get the negative out of the way. The
How's Street Fighter 1?
Okay, that's janky. Janky as fuck. I played it. I got to Birdie. I died, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah.
It's amazing that fucking Street Fighter survived to what it would become. Yeah. After Street Fighter 1. Like it's because of Street Fighter 2.
It's such a different game than 2.
Yeah, well, you can like it is definitely is, but like it was fun seeing like the stuff that would become. Mm-hmm. Like that's the cool thing I've appreciated about playing like it's 12 games, so you get Street Fighter 1, all the Street Fighter 2s, the 3 alpha games, and all the Street Fighter 3s. So 12 games for $40. Like that alone to me is worth it, whether you're a Street Fighter hardcore or not. The bad thing is though, only 4 of the games run online, and that's Hyper Fighting, Super Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha 3, and Third Strike, Street Fighter 3. And they all run awful. Like, well, 99% of my matches were awful. Like, there are a couple of matches where it was a little bit of laggy, but like it's playable. The other times it would basically be like an ear grate, so like it would lag so much, the music would stutter. It was unpleasant, like so much that I actually rage quit a couple of matches. Like, okay, I can't do this, so I don't even touch online anymore. Like, I just don't. But like, like, you know, being able to say like play like what I did was on my first day I played all the Street Fighter 2. So I played Street Fighter 2. I did arcade mode with Chun-Li, and it was so weird to like how slow it was, and Chun-Li doesn't have a fireball. Her spinning bird kick sucked, and then go to Championship Edition where they introduce the boss characters, and to Hyper Fighting where like the game speed goes up like super crazy, and then go to new challengers where you get new characters like, you know, not Chun-Li, Cammy, Fei Long, all those guys. But it's slower than Hyper Fighting, and then you get to Super Turbo, which is just like the epitome of Street Fighter 2. And then you realize that arcade mode is absolute horseshit. There's actually a bug in Street Fighter 2 Turbo where like like even if you set up difficulty 1, the computer will still whoop your ass in the first game. Like it's bad. But like if you're a fan of Street Fighter or a fan of like fighting game history, and you're curious about Street Fighter, I would say get this, because again, it's all 12 games on one disc cartridge, whatever you choose to get it on, one Steam file, and like you can see the evolution of the games through the games, but then like there's like a timeline, and you get to see all this cool art, like from various concepts of Street Fighter games and concept art and finalized art. Like it's such a like a cool encyclopedia of Street Fighter history, um, and like you can listen to music based on the thing. Like it's so much fun. Like, and one of the cooler things like for me is like I love Street Fighter 3, Third Strike, but I never got to play like New Generation, which is the first iteration of Street Fighter 3, and Second Impact. So like it was cool to play those games and like how different it is, but you can see the genesis for it. Like that's the cool part about this collection. I don't play it as much just because the online's busted, but like, you know, at work, like if I don't want to play like a platformer, I'm like, well, I'll just pop this in and play like Alpha 2 arcade mode with Ryu, and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And beat Bison again.
How about the archive stuff?
Oh, that stuff is really cool. Like it goes in like there's a lot of cool images, a lot of like there's actually a there's a timeline, like I said, there's a timeline thing where like it'll go by year. So like it'll say 1987 and it'll go over like the year in Street Fighter, like, well, this is when it was released to home consoles. This is what this happened. This is when this happened, and like it references the Street Fighter movies and everything like that. A lot of what makes the archive stuff cool is the unseen artwork. You know, the concepts for like certain characters, like the early, like seeing the early concepts for what the Street Fighter 2 roster would have been. It would have been a completely different game, and who knows, it would have caught the same attention if, you know, one thing was different from, say, when it was first launched. And like I said, there's a music viewer, there's a making of doc, so you can go into the making documents of Street Fighters 1, 2, and 3. Not Alpha, interesting enough. But it's a really cool collection for 40. It's $40 or 12 games. So like if you have a buddy who listens to you, like just get it, just so that way, hey, let's play Street Fighter Alpha 2 just because. Like and I love Street Fighter Alpha 2. So like I bought it for that primarily. You know, and the other Street Fighter games, because like I don't really have any reason to play Street Fighter the World Warrior that much because it's so slow. But I like that. You know what? I feel like playing this version of Street Fighter today, or I feel like playing this version, or I play like this version. And the cool thing is, so like when you go to like select the games, you can press like an info thing, and if you scroll to the bottom, it'll tell you like certain secrets. Like here's how to get Chun-Li's Street Fighter 2 costume in Alpha 2. Here's how to unlock Akuma. Here's how to select classic characters in Street Fighter 2 Turbo, you know, stuff like that. Stuff you'd have to look up normally, but it's right built into the game, and I love that.
Nice. I think Capcom lately have been serving their older stuff well, like as like a museum or an archive, because of the stuff they've done with Mega Man, and now Street Fighter. It'd be nice if other Japanese companies serve their old IPs with such respect. Looking at you, Konami.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Can you imagine like Konami comes out with the Castlevania collection, like all the classic, like Castlevania 1 through Rondo of Blood on one cartridge / disc for like $20,
and like all the archival stuff they had, like the sketches of bosses and stuff like that. Like that'd be so.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played anything else other than pretty much that. Some more VR stuff, but it's not really worth talking about. Like just a little bit here and there. I didn't talk about Skyrim, but that's because it's Skyrim.
Yeah.
It is worth noting that the PlayStation 4 Pro has a better output for visuals. Because when I was playing it with the regular PlayStation 4, I noticed like in the distance things would be a lot more blurrier, and the drawing wasn't as good. So if you're gonna get a PSVR, it's worth investing in the Pro if you don't have one.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah. It is kind of fun, just screwing around in VR, like sticking your head into things that where your head doesn't belong. And like just, I when you have your weapons away in Skyrim, it's just the Joy-Con. It's not the Joy-Cons. It's the Move controllers. If you're using a Move controller, and so it kind of looks like a vanilla ice cream cone. So I'm just like feeding it to people. And like putting it in their heads so their eyes are just white. It's like goofy stuff like that I like messing around with. Yeah. That's everything I've been up to. So I guess we'll end the Gamescast here. Ben, where can you plug your stuff?
So you can find me at twitter.com/marvelousiggy, and again, my ramble video on Celeste will go live by the time this goes up to public. And if you want to find that, just hit the Pine. Just go to my Twitter handle. It'll be the Pine tweet, and you can watch my first ever quote-unquote edited video where I recorded gameplay separately, and I edited it over, and I recorded audio separately, and I put it together in a nice little package. It was awesome doing that. Like it felt cool to do that. If the reception is good enough, I might do more. But for now, that is the future thing I have to promote. Twilight Princess is on definite hold until I record more footage. Just haven't felt the need to. Just haven't felt the desire to record that much further than where I'm at right now. But you do have a Celeste video coming out, so that's awesome.
And you can find me, your host, Thomas, on Twitter, CSG Thomas on Twitter. You can also check us out at chargeshot.com. That's where all of our video, audio, and written content lives. And you can also email me, thomas@chargeshot.com. This week, we are going to have, for patrons, we're going to do the Matrix Reloaded on Friday. And Ben is going to suffer.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
I wonder what my thoughts are going to be on there, because I listened to Wisecrack's podcast. I just started listening, and they made a pretty compelling point about it. So, yeah, and Justin's going to be there, so we'll have fun. But until then, guys, enjoy your games. All right.
And I'm still recording?
Yeah. Let me just bring up the news real quick. I went out and got a bunch of stuff, so we're good. Surprise news for you. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Video Game News and News Show, hosted by your host Thomas and Ben.
Oh shit!
I usually do that to Justin, but then I stopped doing it because he would like always space out and not know when to come in.
Yeah, do that to the person who's almost never here. But then again, maybe you were doing that because I surprised you on the other show with that.
Well, I was thinking maybe you would understand what what a handoff is, but I guess you don't know that.
I was waiting for my name to be called because I'm a good student. Okay.
God damn it, friggin'! Our children have been brainwashed to like not speak until they're spoken to.
I work for Goldman Sachs. That's what I do.
Ben, tell all the fine folks out there how you're doing.
I'm doing all right, you know, playing a lot of fighting games, a lot of good games coming out, you know, just anxiously, you know, I realized, Crash Bandicoot comes out on Switch this Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Insane Trilogy. I got that. You don't like Crash? I forgot about that.
I don't care about Crash.
You don't care about Crash. Yeah, so I got it. I forgot that it was actually coming out for the longest time. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to Octopath Traveler. I'm so looking forward to that game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
Did you try the demo?
I tried a little bit of the first demo they released.
I would say do the new demo because it's a 3-hour time limit, and you can pick any character, and your progress stays over.
I'll just wait till the game's out.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. I wanted to get a jump start ahead of the game, so, but needless to say, you're gonna get a lot of tweets from me about how I won't shut up about how beautiful Octopath is.
Have you decided which character you're gonna go with first?
Oh, I already went with the White Mage. If my save is going off the the save I've started. I started with Ophelia. Well, she's not the white mage. She's called the
She's
cleric.
the dancer.
No. That's
Oh, yeah.
That's Primrose.
Primrose, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's Primrose. I thought about it, but like I went with the cleric.
Yeah, everyone told me her story was the best one with the first demo, so that's what I went with.
Because I never beat the other one, but Primrose's story was more darker and much more interesting.
Yeah,
Than the
it
other one.
was. We are here to talk about video game news. Speaking of interesting news, PUBG has finally dropped their lawsuit against Fortnite.
Good, because it was a stupid ass lawsuit to begin with.
Battlegrounds developer PUBG Corp has dropped the copyright infringement lawsuit against Fortnite, creator of Epic Games. As reported by Bloomberg, PUBG Corp has sent a letter of withdrawal to Epic Games' attorney, bringing the short-lived legal feud to an end. Yeah, it's... I think this is probably the end of of what we'll hear from the battle between these two, because like you figured it would go to this length and then something would happen, and this is the end result. Because I don't know if you know, but like PUBG came out. It's built on Unreal 4, Engine 4, and Epic Games makes Unreal Engine 4, so it kind of looked like they just copied PUBG, one of their licensees, and just made a way more successful game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because like PUBG was like the biggest game in the world, and then all of a sudden Fortnite took it, and then just like proceeded to throw PUBG through a flaming table, and then do crotch chops all over them
while yelling out "Too sweet."
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's the end of this. I don't know about you.
Hopefully.
You think it's
I mean, I would always roll my eyes at whatever PUBG did, because I don't like the game. But I like the lawsuit.
Played it?
No, I don't. But I've never liked it visually, and I just find it interesting that the free-to-play game looks like a more polished game than the one that's you have to pay $30 for.
Another thing of note here is that Tencent has stake in both of these companies, by the way. So if you want to put on your conspiracy hats now, you could think Tencent probably had some kind of influence in this and going, hey, don't sue us. Like, we don't want to sue each other, right? Like our own company right now.
That'd be weird.
Yeah. So that could probably be one of the reasons why they withdrawed. Again, Tencent taking over the world. Chinese moguls taking over the world. Speaking of lawsuits, Epic is suing former employee for leaking Fortnite spoilers. Epic Games is suing a former QA contractor, Thomas Hanna, after they reportedly broke NDA back in April and leaked information surrounding Fortnite's Season 4 Battle Pass and Meteor event, saying the spoilers have contributed to irreparable injury for the studio. Hanna has filed a defense to Epic's claims earlier in the week, claiming they didn't work with the third party to release the information, and no indication that the person would do so. So it kind of sounds like that Hanna was maybe not talking, but someone asked him about it, like maybe a friend, and they told him. And then that person probably went on and leaked stuff on the internet. So, on one hand, yeah, they did break NDA, but on the other hand, I don't see the making irreparable damage to Fortnite.
Yeah, but at the same time, he shouldn't have broken NDA. Like, I know my dad used to be a video game retailer, and they would get NDAs about stuff, and he wouldn't even be able to tell us. Yeah. You know, we were in that. Like, if you I can see both sides, but I'm gonna side with Fortnite on this one with Epic Games, just because like you signed the NDA, you broke the NDA. I think it might be too harsh, but he did break the NDA at the end of the day.
Yeah, we have Lo that's with us, like in spirit, but he can't do any of the video game stuff. He can't even do video game stuff on his own channels. So and every day he's posting like screenshots of games that are just like there, and Justin is like just guessing at games randomly. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know what it is, but I just look at Las Vegas 2K Studios, and I'm just like, okay, what games is he probably working on? It would be pretty cool if he was working on WWE, and then like we get him into WWE, and then we have another seat for our Chair Shot podcast.
That would convert low.
That would probably be the best outcome for us.
Yes, like I get it, guys. I get it. I understand.
Wrestling is the highest form of art. Yeah. Yeah. If you have NEA, don't break it, because you'll have to face consequences for it.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. You don't care about this, but Destiny 2 new exotic catalysts are coming. So those are basically things that you can do to upgrade your weapons, your exotic gear. And there's like a data leak that came out that there's going to be an event called Arms Week coming out July 17th. So look forward to more Destiny 2 content coming out in, like, I guess 17 days. Destiny 2 is like my League of Legends. It's like my Fortnite. Yeah. PlayStation Plus games is coming this July. Again, we're light on news, so we're just zipping through some of the short stuff. Heavy Rain and Absolver are coming to PlayStation Plus in July. Which, by the way, Heavy Rain is a PlayStation 3 game. So
is this like a port then?
I think it is a port. Yeah, it's going to be ported to... Yeah, it was actually ported to PlayStation 4 in 2016.
Oh, wow. I don't remember hearing that at all.
Neither did I.
Which is a shame, because I actually like Heavy Rain.
It's alright.
Like,
I like the different views, and I like the twist at the end. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. It actually felt like, you know, there's good tension. Like, I've been saying this for like almost 6 years now, but like, I'm going to replay that for the other endings, and I never do.
No, I never do either. I don't know if you've heard, but some game creators, I think David Cage himself even said it, like, they kind of just want you to have just one playthrough of a multiple choice game and have that be your story. Which, like, that kind of makes sense, but I understand if people want to replay. I never replay. I just want my one story. Like, this is what I chose. This is what my choices have come to.
Yeah, I get that, but there's also the curiosity, like, well, what if I did it this way instead?
Then you just watch the other endings on YouTube.
That's true.
I do that a lot, actually. You're talking about the Bloodstained, how there's different endings. I'll probably just watch them on YouTube.
I don't blame you. I mean, yeah, I can see that. But if you never played Heavy Rain, it's I can't speak for Detroit Become Human or Beyond Two Souls, because I heard Beyond Two Souls wasn't very well received, but you know, Heavy Rain was a fun time when I played it.
Mm-hmm. Absolver was something I wanted to check up on. It was kind of a fighting game. Not in the traditional sense, but it was kind of like an open world-ish fighting game where you meet other people and you learn different moves. Like, you're fighting someone that has a moveset, and you kind of learn their moveset, and then that becomes part of yours, and you could change up the different combos and stances and all that. So, I want to check that out. Nope, not gonna do that new story. It was just a Binding of Isaac card game.
Wow.
Did you ever play Binding of Isaac?
Yeah, and I hated my experience with it.
Same here. I know a lot of people that love it, and I know there's like way more game than what I played. But every time I only got to Mom a couple times, and she would just kill me. I'd be like, I'm done. I can't do it.
I would just get to the second room, and I'm like, yeah, and that's the moment I decided, yeah, fuck dungeon crawlers. I don't need this. I don't need this procedurally generated bullshit.
Pets are coming to the Hogwarts mobile game. So for Justin out there, I actually have the game installed on my phone. I just never started it. But you can choose from 4 different pets: a cat, an owl, a rat, and a toad. You can I actually have one of each pet. So
That's cool.
yeah. You ever got into Hogwarts stuff?
No,
Harry Potter? No?
I mean, I'm in. I like it. Like I read the books, I saw the movies, but my extent, like my extension with Harry Potter is like with the Star Wars movies. I don't go past what's considered like the main canon, and it's like I haven't even watched the Fantastic Beasts movie just because I refuse.
It's not that great.
That's what I hear. I've heard either you're gonna like it or you're not. I was like, I don't care about Harry Potter. That story ended with book 7.
Yeah. I know Justin really liked it, but I got through half of it, and I was just like, I can't watch this anymore. I'm so bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a small little story about Harry Potter. It was Black Friday. I think it was the second Black Friday I ever worked, and I had one movie I wanted to buy, Deathly Hallows Part 2, but I was working. I didn't know if there was gonna be any copies of, because when I saw there wasn't that many. And this old lady, I was talking to her, and this old lady actually goes out of her way to go back there, grabs me the movie, and places it at the cashier place I was at. And it's like, here, that's yours. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Aww.
Like, you didn't have to do that. Like, thank you so much. So I bought it. So I was like, fuck yeah, I have to buy it now.
That's cute. That's a cute little story.
Yes.
Another cute little story is The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit is out now. Did you see this stuff during E3?
I did. I did.
It's free if you want to go download it. It's off. It's on PC and I think on the consoles as well. So if you have, I don't know about Switch. I don't know if it's on Switch.
No, I don't think I would have seen it promoted. It's not on Switch, which is fine.
Yeah, it's actually the prelude before Life is Strange 2. So I assume your actions in that carries over to the next game.
Maybe I still need to beat Life is Strange 1.
I hear your choices in that, like the first game, actually carry over to the second one too.
No, because I fucked things up really bad. I don't want my. That's the reason why I haven't gone back to that game. It's just like I don't want to relive that hurt, man. It's too real.
Yeah, I don't have I have the first game on PlayStation 4, but I'm gonna probably get it on Steam if I'm gonna get it. So I'll probably just jump into Life is Strange 2 and not worry about the first game.
Yeah, I do like the concept to this new one that they made. I really like this because like what kid hasn't been that they think they're a superhero?
Not me.
Wow.
I think it might have been me and Lo that were talking about it, or maybe it was me and Justin. I can't remember which, but I was like, I don't have a childhood like this. Like, who has a childhood like this? No, nobody. And then I guess you do.
Yeah, I used to play superhero, like pretend we were Batman or Superman or whatever with my younger brother.
My schoolmates used to play like Gundam Wing, I think.
Wow, you were the weeb school.
So they would pretend to be different Gundams and run around and like use abilities, and I was just sitting there going, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
Nah, see, it was Power Rangers primarily, or superheroes.
I'm surprised they didn't do Dragon Ball Z, because I was watching that stuff.
I mean, if we did, I don't remember. Then again, I've tried to block pretty most of Dragon Ball out of my head, because every time I look back on it, I'm like, oh my god, why did I even like this?
No.
Yeah.
Man, why?
I mean, like, I like fighters, but like every time I start learning about the story of the dialogue or Goku as a main character, I'm just like, good lord, why? And you know why? You know why? The music was awesome. That's probably why.
You're making me a sad man.
I know. I'm gonna act like an old man. Dragon Ball has not aged well with me. I'm a super critical weeb. I don't just like dudes fighting, punching each other for no reason.
Then why do you watch wrestling?
Because shirtless, sexy men. That's why.
All right. Speaking of shirtless, sexy men, there is porn showing up in Super Mario Odyssey.
I heard about this.
Yeah. Apparently, there was a hack made, but it's not widespread. A user on Reddit posted photos of indecent content on Nintendo Switch subreddit warning parents to disable online connectivity on the console. Someone was able to hack their Switch and upload pornographic images as their icon. You know, like if you could switch it to like Yoshi or a star or whatever, your user icon. And then if you went to go to Luigi to go do the balloon challenges, it would actually pop up there. And that's the only place it's ever been really popped up. It's not really popped up anywhere else. So congrats, internet. We finally did it. We put porn on the Switch.
It was gonna happen at some point.
Yeah. Speaking of Mario, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe patched with Nintendo Labo support. So now with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it has the support for the motorcycle handbars Toy-Con that's found in the Labo Variety Kit. So you can pretend that you're driving your car or your bike in Mario Kart 8. You have any interest in the Labo stuff?
No.
No.
No, not really.
Yeah, me neither.
Too much it's too much fucking effort. I don't need to go through that much effort if I wanted to play fucking Mario Kart. Just put the cartridge in, let me pull it up my Pro Controller, there you go.
Alright. And the biggest news story of the week. Mega Man 5 X5 Maverick names have been changed for the X Legacy collection.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I'm legit sad about this and upset.
It's a bit of a bummer. I'm probably not as upset about it, but it is a bummer. They're basically taking out all of the names that were made up for the X5 Mavericks, the Guns N' Roses names, and replacing them with the real quote unquote names of
the fake names.
the Japanese translated names. And this, I actually find the story behind it interesting. It's basically like the girl that plays Claire Redfield was doing translation for X5 Mavericks, and she was dating someone that was into Guns N' Roses at the time, and so for like a romantic thing, she like renamed the Mavericks as Guns N' Roses names. So like there was Duff, Axel, Slash, and Skeever, and I think some of the other ones. I don't really know all of them because I never played that game.
So yeah, basic Grizzly Slash becomes Crescent Grizzly. The best name, Duff McWhalen, becomes Tidal Whale. Squid Adler becomes Volt Kraken, which I actually think that's a better name. Ezekiel becomes Shining Firefly. That's about whatever I can give or take either.
Shining Firefly is like a 205 wrestler name.
Yeah. Dark Dizzy becomes Dark Necrobat, which is that sounds like an emo punk band name. The Skyver, which is probably the one that made didn't make the most sense back then, becomes Spiral Pegasus, which I actually like. Spiral Pegasus actually is a pretty cool name. Matt Rex becomes Burn Dino Rex, which is just generic. And then Axel the Red becomes Spike Rose Red, which I think is a mouthful.
Axel the Red is cooler.
Yeah.
Burn Dino Rex is basically the name of my metal band.
Yeah. I only approve of Spiral Pegasus. That's it.
I think I know you're against Tidal Whale, but I still think that's actually a clever name because Tidal Wave, Tidal Whale.
That's only because Duff McWhalen is a better name.
Duff McWhalen is kind of like that out of nowhere name, but it's also super cool. Like, it's a person named Duff, but then also if you're thinking about the Guns N' Roses stuff, like wailing on a guitar.
Exactly.
So like,
his stage is awful, but he has such a badass name.
And then also it's a whale, I guess, right? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big ass not orca. It's not an orca whale. It's
the blue whale.
Not the beluga. The humpback, I think.
Oh, I said blue whale, but whatever.
Oh,
I don't
it's either the humpback or the blue whale.
Yeah, this is a travesty. Why switch it now? You're supposed to honor the history of these games, And you're doing a disservice.
I wonder now, because they're not reporting on this, and maybe we won't know till it comes out. But in Mega Man X4, if you fight one of the Mavericks, I can't remember which one it is, but it's basically like, you know how, like, have you ever played X4? I don't think you.
No,
I don't think you have.
Okay. I've only played X.
Okay. So basically, it would give you like if it would load up the boss and it would play the da-da-da-da-da, you know, that music, and it would give like a brief description. And one of them was like something. He's gone to join the irregular hunters, which, if you don't know, irregular just literally means maverick in Japanese, but it was mistranslated. So I wonder if they're gonna change that from, you know, irregular to maverick, and if not, I call bullshit on changing these names.
Yeah, like I said in our Discord, if you're gonna be changing the names of these bosses, you might as well just change the name of Mega Man, and that's a line too far in my book.
Yeah. I really think you should give X4 a try though when it comes out.
Yeah, like I've been playing through the other regular Mega Man games as well, so I'll be playing through the X games. Yeah, Justin, who's not here, he's in favor of this change, and I have a poll on our Twitter account. You can go check that out. Voting is probably closed as the time it goes public, but I think keeping Mega Man's name is what's leading the charge. I should put up a poll and have it for a week so that people that are listening to this to vote if they should change these guys' names.
You should.
Yeah, I'll put that up probably tomorrow.
Or a poll that says Duff McWhalen, yes or yes.
Just not even give an option for no.
Yeah, it's just there is no choice. It's Duff McWhalen. Title whale. Roll my eyes.
I'm looking at a picture of this Duff McWhalen. He's not wearing that Scottish cap or whatever it is that you play golf. The Scots.
I know he doesn't, but like I feel like he would be. He's like a whale that hangs around in Scotland. That's my headcanon for Duff McWhalen.
He should be like Groundskeeper Willie kind of character.
Exactly. I think he should.
Yeah. That's all for my news. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add or talk about.
Yeah, just one big thing. The Street Fighter Anniversary Collection is getting an update, like with better matchmaking, but like you'll be able to see the strength of your components connection and stuff like that, and just general fixes. So I hope this leads to more fixes for the game, because it's namely for online, really. That's the one thing that the game lacks in.
Yeah, that's all the news for the week. I have here the release list for games. Like you said, Crash Bandicoot is coming out this Friday. Crew 2, Wolfenstein 2, New Colossus coming to the Switch. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition. Do you ever play Red Faction Guerrilla?
No, I never did.
If you get the chance, you should check that out, because it was. I don't know if it still holds up or not, but it was pretty groundbreaking at the time, because it was like the first open world game where destruction was like destruction was really cool. You could just hammer down on a building with your hammer.
Damn.
Yeah, you just go right through things. Yeah, that's all for release list this week. So Ben, go ahead and tell people where to find you.
Twitter.com/MarvelousIggy, where you can find things concerning the self-proclaimed Marvelous One. And also I have a ramble video going about my game of the year for 2018, which is Celeste. Just click the Pine tweet. When the video goes live, it'll be there for all
I gotta stop you, because like in the last episode you said pined, and now in this one you're saying pined. Is that on purpose?
I'm not hearing a difference, first of all. Excuse me, sir.
What? Pined, like a pine tree. It's pinned.
Isn't it? No, it's pined. Isn't it pined?
It's pinned. Like I'm putting a pin in it, like pinning. Like
look,
it's
look.
Pinned.
Okay, because I have to be correct. Check the pinned tweet on Twitter.com.
This is
Marvelous.
this has got to be like a Southern thing. I've never heard of.
It's not. I've always pronounced it Pine. Excuse my dyslexia. I'm sorry. But check that there. It's my first ever quote unquote official video where I'm not doing a simple let's play. And hopefully I give you a good enough reason to check out Celeste and a reason why I consider it my game of the year so far.
Okay. I'm actually gonna check. I'm gonna check like you know those things where you could check how things are pronounced. I'm gonna check one of those after this podcast and see who's right.
Well, I'm gonna deal with this judgmental bullshit right now.
Because I've never heard anyone say pine. Like it just sounds like you're talking about pine trees.
I've been saying that for a better part of a year, my friend.
You could check out me, your host Thomas, at CSG Thomas on Twitter. You can also check me out here at charshot.com, where all of our audio, video, and written content is. You can also check me out at thomas@charshot.com, and patreon.com/charshot is where you can help support the website and keep it running. So until then, guys, enjoy your games.
Okay.
Good night.
You can turn my fan back on.
I kept mine on. I'm just gonna edit it out.
Nice. Mine's gonna be too loud. I don't want to put you through that much. What episode?